has the name of Pooja, and she comes to us from the great state of California, if anybody else is from Cali. And she has a little bit of a fun fact, and that's that she's a poop enthusiast. So let's welcome her.
Poop, silly. Hi everyone. So, if you could just everyone here, if you think that like people these days spend a little bit too much time on their phones, just like clap your hands a little bit. It's just like a little bit annoying, you know, people are just glued to it. Yeah, what is wrong with all of you? Technology is amazing. I love my phone. I'm on it all the time. If I don't have it on me, I feel insecure and sad. When it dies, I feel like I die a little. I am obsessed with it, and that's because I just like knowing everything all the time. And here's one of the things I hate most when people tell me that they're gonna like do a cleanse from technology or something. They always start it with saying, like, I just need to unplug. And I don't know if you've noticed, but like everything's wireless these days. So if I just turn my brightness down, I could last for days without charging my phone, okay? So, I mean, aside from this microphone, everything is basically wireless. So that's number one. And then the other thing is that I just don't like not knowing stuff. I like being able to, maybe it's like that Smith's College spirit in me, but I like being able to figure something out when I get a question asked. And I always wonder, people who say that they're gonna like unplug or whatever, if you're just like walking down the street, you know, after class, and all of a sudden you're just like struck with like, wait, oh my God, how tall is Anne Hathaway? Oh my God. What are you gonna do? Like, you just keep walking and you live with the fact that you don't know this fact? That would kill me. Or like, what if you're, you know, walking to class and you overhear a conversation with someone talking about the beloved family film Cheaper by the Dozen, and they're like, I think that came out in 2002, but I could be wrong. Do you just want to like walk by that and know if they're wrong or not? Like, you're just okay with kind of knowing if it came out in 2002 or not? That would drive me crazy. Or what if everyone, all of a sudden, they've just taken this quiz and they know the results to what their favorite breakfast food says about them, and you don't know? Like, that would drive me insane. But the thing is, I'm never gonna unplug. I'm always gonna know. I'm always gonna walk down the street and know that Anne Hathaway's 5'8", Cheaper by the Dozen, the original, came out in 1950, the remake came out in 2003, and that my preference for donuts means I'm ambitious and honest. So, I just like knowing this kind of stuff. The other thing that I don't really get when people talk about like needing to be away from technology is when they say like, oh, just like experience the world around you, like really see the world, take in the world. And you know, I'm sorry to break it to you, all prospective students, but until like a week ago, it was depressing as shit outside. I don't want to look at that. It was cold and sad. Everyone looks tired and run down. Like, why would I want to stare at that? You know what I do want to stare at though? An Instagram of a Hawaii sunset on my phone. It's been filtered perfectly by someone I went to high school with on our Instagram. You know, that's what I want to look at. That makes me feel good about myself. That makes me have hope for warmer days. You know, I look at that picture and I take 3 deep belly breaths, and sometimes when you can't afford a therapist, that's about as good as it's going to get. So that's what keeps me going. You know, lastly, people say, oh, I just wish that like people would stop texting. I wish that they would just call each other like they did in the good old-fashioned days where they were drinking tea and masturbating, you know? Like, I just wish someone would call me and not text me. And it's like, have you ever had a conversation with a man? Like, it's the worst. Why would I want to talk on the phone with them? Texting is plenty. That is enough. You know, I'm sure you're all familiar with the app Tinder. Yeah. It is a fun time if you've ever been on it. My experiences with Tinder have been strange. I liken them to my experiences with Smith To Do, where, you know, it's always there, and I sometimes decide to venture there, and sometimes I walk out with gems, and other times it's just garbage. But, you know, it's always there for me. And so, you know, a lot of times Tinder conversations, they go, I don't really get the people who how they live their life. Because a lot of the conversations are just, they start off, hey, oh, hey, how are you? Good, how are you? What are you up to? Oh, nothing much. You? Oh, nothing much. Can I stick my hand so far up your butt that I can use you as a marionette? And I mean, imagine what these people are like in real life. Imagine how these people live their lives. Like, do these people, walk downstairs and they, try to figure out what they're gonna have for breakfast, and they just start with, maybe I'll have some cereal. Maybe I'll also have a Pop-Tart, and I don't know. Maybe I'll just later walk down the street, rip off the arms of babies, and then eat them whole. Because that's what I imagine these people are like in real life. These Tinder guys, I really don't understand them because. They're just slimy guys, I'm sure you would all know this. They're slimy and weird. And people, people tell me, you can't judge them by their cover. Sometimes you just have to crack their shell, and underneath there's something meaningful inside. But a lot of the times you crack their shell and it smells bad, and everyone in the room knows that they're there. And, I have a feeling that if these guys were breakfast food, they'd probably be a hard-boiled egg.